And you've said that it was a total business-like relationship with Lassie. He would be your friend on the set, but if you tried to order him around or give him commands, no dice.
Yeah. Well, I worked with 3 Lassies in 7 years. The first 2, I only worked with them for a year each. The third dog, I worked with him for 5 years. So, I mean, we grew up together. We did we'd nap together on the set. I'd sleep with him and stuff. And we did everything. And I would go home on weekends, spend the weekend at Rudd's Ranch just to get out of Hollywood. And, he had a pond and fish and stuff. But it was also a great way for Lassie and I to bond, not with the set, but, in a home situation. And, Baby and I, that I worked with for 5 years, we loved each other and he loved me. But if I told him to sit or to shake hands, he'd look at me and go, "Yeah, you're my friend, but you're not my trainer."
You're not my boss.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's interesting. You brought something up that I'd heard before, that when you're on the set, they don't call him Lassie; they call him by his real name, which was
actually, it was the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah, they had their names, but once they started working, they were only called Lassie from that day forward.
And they were boys.
And they were, all males. Every Lassie has been a male. And the reason for that, the males are larger, more colorful. Rudd said the males were smarter and easier to train than the females. But one of the main reasons was when they would come into season, they wouldn't want to work and they'd lose their hair. And it's like, hey, we're making movies, we got to work.
No, they're like, no, I'm making babies. Come on, let's go.
No, it didn't work. No,
So-
we were making movies. So
I am fascinated by your family dynamic, which you and your wife write about very deftly and beautifully and respectfully in your book, including the points of view of all the various members of your family. But your dad, it seems to me, this is my takeaway, was that your dad is quietly comfortable in place. Your mom is constantly moving towards something more. Mm-hmm. And when that something more includes your career, your 2 older siblings are an afterthought when your dad is too still to notice them and your mom is too rapidly moving and too distracted.
Yeah, well, and that was one thing about the book. It's how my celebrity affected a normal family.
Yeah.
Like I said, we weren't, Hollywood show people. It was just a regular family. My mom was a seamstress. Then she became a housewife and raised 3 children. Yeah, my brother and sister did kind of get, I'm the youngest of the 3, and they really weren't in the business. They did when we were on Lassie, if they would have a school scene or something like that, or a carnival. They always used the kids from the different people on the set. They used their children. So my brother and sister would do that. My brother, he didn't really care about it. My sister, she pursued it a little bit. The original Gidget movie, she was runner-up with Sally Field. When she lost that part, she said, I can't, I'm out. I don't like the rejection that goes along in this business. So she didn't want anything to do with it. And yeah, Mom was with me all the time. When we were working, Mom was on the set. So my brother and sister, they suffered a little bit.